Are you looking to transform your life for the better? In this video, we will delve into how adopting Stoic principles can bring about positive changes in your life and help you achieve personal growth and fulfillment. 1. Do one easy thing every day until it becomes a habit. It's often harder to take the first step toward making a new habit. The Stoics, on the other hand, say that every trip starts with one step. That step might be simple. It's important to do something simple every day until it becomes second nature. This idea comes from the Stoic theory that says we should focus on what we can control and do something, no matter how small. From the learning of how habits form comes the idea of doing one simple thing every day until it becomes a habit. When you consistently do something in reaction to a certain cue or trigger, you have formed a habit. When you do something over and over again, it becomes a habit. That one easy thing you do every day will not only make the habit more consistent, but it will also be easier to do again. This is because simple jobs don't require as much work and are less likely to make you tired or burned out. Every day, do one easy thing that will help you move forward. Momentum is a strong force that helps people form habits. It's what keeps you going even when things get hard. You are building a chain of wins by doing one simple thing every day. Every success builds on the one before it, giving you a drive that moves you forward. This momentum can help you get past your original resistance to change, which will make it easier to form new habits. Self-efficacy is the belief that you can do well in certain situations or complete a job. This is an important part of making habits because it affects how hard you work and how long you give the process. By doing one simple thing every day, you not only show yourself that you can do it, but you also strengthen your belief that you can. This can make you feel better about your own abilities and give you more faith in your ability to start new habits. Just because you do one easy thing every day doesn't mean you do the same thing every day. It means doing the same simple thing over and over, but not always the same thing. This is because different things can help keep you from getting boring or repetitive, which can make it hard to form habits. Adding variety can help keep the process of making habits fun and interesting. This can help you stay focused and dedicated to the process of making habits. Just because you do one easy thing every day doesn't mean you only do easy things. This means starting with easy tasks and working your way up to harder ones. This is because growth is a key part of making a habit. It is the process of making the habit harder or more intense over time to help it grow and get better. You can make sure that the process of forming a habit is not only long-lasting but also enjoyable by starting with easy tasks and working your way up to harder ones. 2. Start with small goals to keep yourself going, then move on to bigger ones. Stoicism is a way of thinking that is based on doing things. We need to work with our nature instead of against it. By their very nature, people are more likely to keep going when they start with small jobs. Small jobs have a lot of power. They help us get to our bigger goals. They are what makes our progress possible. The most important thing is that they are what drives us. We don't stress ourselves out when we start with a small job. We aren't making it possible for ourselves to fail. We are instead making things easier for ourselves to succeed. It doesn't matter how small the win is, we're giving ourselves a chance to feel it. This win, this feeling of having done something good, keeps us going. It makes us feel like we can handle bigger jobs. It makes us brave enough to leave our comfort zone. It also gives us the drive to keep going. Our lack of drive is like a ship without a direction. We have lost our way and have no goals. We're stuck in our comfort zone because we're afraid to sail into the unknown. But when we are motivated, we are like a ship that knows where it's going. We are focused, determined, and can't be stopped. We're ready to face the obstacles and weather the storms. You should only hang out with people who make you feel good and bring out your best. We are not only bettering ourselves when we are driven, but we are also bettering other people. The things we do are motivating other people. We are setting a good example. We are making a difference. It takes a long time to get from small jobs to bigger goals. This is not a race. It's a trip. It's not about speed, but about how long you can last. It's not about where you're going, but about the trip. We take the first step on our journey when we start with a small job. We are building a solid base for our future success. Our progress is being made, and we're keeping our drive up. Taking on small jobs over and over again helps us not only move forward, but also grow. We are getting better at things. We are learning new things. We are getting more sure of ourselves. We are also making our determination stronger. We can move on to bigger jobs when we're ready. We can begin to work toward our bigger goals. We can begin to climb our mountains. We can now start to reach for the stars. What stops you from acting makes you act. What gets in the way turns into the way. The problems we face, the challenges we face, and the failures we experience don't stop us from moving forward. They help us grow. They are not speed bumps. They are stepping stones. And they're not problems, but chances. It's not just a strategy to start with small jobs to keep yourself motivated and then work your way up to bigger goals. It's a way of life. It comes from the Stoic way of thinking. It is a way of thinking that says we should understand and work with our nature. This way of thinking is about making progress, not being perfect. 3. Make your own goals to feel more responsible and like you own them. Stoicism stresses how important it is to be independent and take responsibility for your actions. Setting your own goals is one of the most important things you can do to live by these ideals. You feel more committed and like you own your goals when you set them yourself. Not only are you following someone else's road, you are also making your own. You're not just living someone else's dream. You're also going after your own. Making sure your goals are in line with your values is the first thing you should do when you set them. Your beliefs are what you use to make decisions. They show what you believe in. They show what you think. So make sure your goals are in line with your ideals when you set them. This will make sure that your goals aren't just empty words, but ones that really matter. They're not just about getting ahead. They're also about having a good life. No wind is good for a sailor who doesn't know which place he's going. You are setting your own course when your goals are in line with your values. You decide what success means to you. You're not just floating around without a plan. You're sailing toward your goal. Sometimes, big goals can feel too much to handle. They might make you feel like you're going up a mountain. But don't forget that mountains are made up of smaller rocks. So divide your big goals into smaller jobs. This will help you feel like you can reach your goals. It will help you feel less scared about your trip. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours." Cutting your goals down into smaller jobs not only helps you reach your goals, but it also teaches you to be grateful. It's not that you only think about what you don't have. You also value what you do have. Setting your own goals is something you do over and over again. It is a process that never ends. So look at your goals often and make changes as needed. This will help you stay focused on your goals. That way, you can be sure that your goals stay in line with your ideals. Life only stays the same. It changes. You are not only getting used to change when you look at it and change your goals on a regular basis, you are also welcoming it. You are not just getting by, you are living. Remember to enjoy your growth. Honoring your growth isn't just a way to treat yourself. It's about recognizing your hard work. It has to do with seeing how much you've grown. It's about being grateful for your trip. A smart person doesn't lament the things they don't have, but is happy about the ones they do. When you celebrate your progress, you not only get to enjoy the results of your hard work, you also learn to be happy. Your goals are not only being reached, but you are also enjoying them. 4. Use self-kindness and self-care methods to help your growth. Stoicism teaches us to be strong and flexible, but it also stresses how important it is to be kind to ourselves and take care of ourselves. Being self-indulgent or self-centered is not the point. The point is to be kind and caring to yourself. Getting to know that you are both your best friend and worst enemy is important, and it's about choosing to be the first one instead of the second. Being self-compassionate means being kind and forgiving to yourself when you mess up or fail. It's about realizing that you're a person and people aren't perfect. It's okay that they mess up sometimes. Be kind to other people and strict with yourself, but not so much that you hurt yourself. It's about being in the present time without judging it. You should pay attention to your thoughts, feelings, and experiences as they are, not how you wish they were. It means taking things the way they are, not the way you want them to be. Being grateful means being happy with what you have instead of being upset about what you don't have. It means focusing on the good things instead of the bad. It's about being grateful for all the little things as well as the big ones. When you wake up in the morning, think about how very lucky you are to be able to breathe, think, enjoy, and love. People are social creatures. They want to connect and feel like they fit. So get in touch with others. Make connections that matter. Tell us about your feelings, thoughts, and experiences. Pay attention to what other people say. Help people. Remember that you are a part of a bigger community, and that things that hurt the community hurt you too. Our growth lasts our whole lives. It doesn't end when you hit a certain age or level of success. It will keep going as long as you keep learning. In other words, keep learning. It's not easy to change. You need to be brave, patient, and determined to do it. Don't forget, though, that you are not on this trip by yourself. The wise ideas of Stoicism can help you. You are strong enough to carry yourself. You can change your life and your habits.